Hey guys, so my name is Jack Judson, and this is going to be my first YouTube video, I guess. I'm an OnlyFans creator, and over the last 2 years, I've made around $700,000. Here is one of my accounts, so, I'm not making this up. And recently, I've been having a lot of people, messaging me, asking me, like, how did I do this? Why did I do this? Like, why would you ruin your career and your future prospects and all that stuff? And I just kind of wanted to come on here and answer all of those questions just in one video so that I don't have to keep, responding to all of the messages I get. So first of all, why did I start? So I started OnlyFans kind of on a whim. I grew up on food stamps, so very poor as a child, and just rather unpleasant to not have a lot of money growing up. Because when I was younger, I thought my friends were rich because they had a microwave. So I started for the obvious reasons, money. But the whole experience has been, pretty fucking awesome. And I really would recommend it to anyone who is kind of comfortable enough to do it. A lot of my friends and people I talk to about it just aren't comfortable kind of with, showing their bodies in that kind of way. And that is perfectly fine. But for those of you who are interested in doing what I do and, starting your own spicy accounting journey, the first step is just being comfortable, showing off your body. And I think it's really important to ask yourself, is that something that you are comfortable with doing, and then having other people have access to that for basically ever? And if the answer is yes, and you want to make a shit ton of money, then have I got the career path for you? But yeah, anyway, let's talk about future prospects, right? So if you want to, say start one of these, what does that look like if you want to get a job in the future? If this were 50 years ago, I would be worried. But now we're entering into a much more progressive era, and there's a couple specific things that make me feel pretty good about this. Alexandra Hunt is making great strides. She's a congressional candidate and has an OnlyFans, so she's pretty cool. As well, the biggest protection, honestly, is just the fake name. At the beginning of this video, I introduced myself as Jack Judson. That isn't my name. None of my profiles have my real name, nothing tying me back to where I live or who I actually am, right? And a lot of people in my field will do this, and I definitely advise it. It's just, to protect yourself, because there are some people out there who become obsessed. And with, your whole fake identity, it is just kind of difficult to connect you to your real self. I have had no issues with that despite getting millions and millions and millions of views. So I wouldn't be too worried about people like discovering you and then it ruining your entire life. If you have homophobic parents or, really religious parents and they find it, that can be a risk, but fuck them, right? And another alternative, obviously, is you start an account and you just don't show your face, and then you make a decent amount of money and no one will ever know who you are. So there are definitely ways to get around it if you're, a little sketched out about people finding out who you are. All right, now that we've talked about that, how do you actually do it? How do you actually start, run, and market an OnlyFans? And there are a ton of details that go into this, so I'm probably going to make a bunch more videos. But the gist of it is you create a marketing funnel. And that will look something like this, or this. And basically what this is, the steps you take to generate awareness for your brand or product. In your case, your brand and product is yourself and pictures of yourself. So what you'll want to do is start a TikTok account. I find that is the easiest place to kind of get initial engagement without a prior following. You make videos which generate interest and, honestly, desire. You set up links to your to your OnlyFans on the TikTok, and then, you know, some people will inevitably convert. That's a super basic overview, because if we wanted to get like a little more specific, you'd want to pick a niche for yourself that you could target specifically. Like in my case, I started out just making kind of POV videos. I wasn't talking at all, and they didn't do very well. So I stopped doing that completely and started just telling stories in all of my videos, like stories of my encounters with men, encounters with women, stuff like that. And those did really well. So you'll have to do a bit of testing, figure out what works for you, and also explore other people who make similar content. Okay, so that's just the really super general overview of what it's kind of like. I wanted to make this video first so you guys could leave specific comments about what you want to know more about or what wasn't clear, so I can answer them on here. So, you know, leave comments. I will be uploading more, answering all of that stuff.